For decades, Pioneer Car Electronics have been supporting automotive events nationwide like Joe's Minibike Reunion. No matter what you drive, Pioneer's got the gear to upgrade your ride so that it sounds better, and it connects you to the latest in technology like Android Auto, Bluetooth, Apple CarPlay, and the popular Alexa. Remember, don't break up with your car, upgrade it with Pioneer. Check them out at pioneercarelectronics.com.
This is the Candyman from Studs Racing. We've got tires, and tires. We've got big ones, small ones, street ones, off-road ones. Oh my God. Why do we have so many tires? Tires. We have so many son of tires. Tires. Come on and get your tires.
Oh my God, we got so many tires.
Tires. Come see us. Dearborn Heights, Michigan, studsracing.com.
Hey everybody, I'd like to give a special Joe's Minibike Reunion welcome to our friends at Yashimura. Yashimura can be reached at yashimura-rd.com. They're going to be live at Joe's Minibike Reunion giving away some cool systems. They also have a lot of promotional opportunities that you could take advantage of, including their expertise about product design and R&D. Yashimura-rd.com. Check them out.
I'ma get it, you know I be on the way. Yeah. You know I be on the way. Man on a mission, I'ma get it, you know I be on the way. Yeah, it's all hard, ain't no fear here. You ain't giving this to all, you steer clear. Never beat, I've been down and I reappear. You got some money on the line, you better put it here. Rolling in and doing that work. Check.
Don't miss this 10th Diamond Anniversary event that everyone is talking about. Pre-register and save at joesminibikereunion.com. Presented by Pioneer Car Electronics.
Hey everybody, welcome to this special live Joe's Minibike Reunion pre-reunion special. I'm your host, Joe Sebergandio. If you don't know that by now, turn it off. Turn it off, turn it off. Hey, it's going to be a big day. It's coming up October the 8th, Joe's Minibike Reunion at CV Park in beautiful La Crescenta. This is our 10th Diamond Anniversary event. And we couldn't do without our friends from Pioneer Car Electronics. You know, for decades, Pioneer Car Electronics have been supporting events nationally, like Joe's Minibike Reunion. You know, no matter what you drive, Pioneer's got the gear to upgrade your ride so that it sounds better.
Don't
and it
miss
connects you
this
to the latest in
10th
technology,
Diamond
like Alexa,
Anniversary event
Bluetooth, Apple
that
CarPlay.
everyone is talking
Don't
about.
forget, folks, don't break up with your car. Upgrade it with Pioneer Car Electronics. I also want to give a big shout out to some of our other sponsors. Our co-sponsor, Yoshimura Exhaust, since 1954. They're going to be on site. Come and check those guys out for all the latest and greatest. I want to give a big shout out to our friends over at Studs Racing, studsracing.com, your one-stop shop for all small engine needs. Our friends over at Honda of Glendale, been with us forever. Just went down there and saw Kathleen and Darlene and Brian, picked up some goodies and some helmets to give away. She was one of my first sponsors. I'll never forget that. Thank you, Honda of Glendale. A big shout out to our friends at Go-Kart USA, them as well as our friends from GTS Hobbies. Both of those companies have stepped up big time to be giving away rolling mini bike frames. We got 2 of them that we're giving away. Big tire roller from GTS and a pretty cool equipped American racer from our friends at Go-Kart USA. Can't wait to see all those guys, Rafa, as well as Mario and the guys. Big shout out to our friends at Mother's Wax and Polishes. Shane, Dennis, thanks for hooking me up always. Love you guys. Went down there, had a chance to say hi. Fill my trunk up with all kinds of wax and polishes and window cleaners and decals and stuff. They also supply the bags for the goodie bags. The goodie bags, the $50 value. In fact, it's probably worth more. What do you guys pay, like $10 or $25 or $30 with the dyno? As soon as you come in, you get a bag that's giving you back your money and retail value and some. Studs stuck in a 20% discount coupon in. You can check that out as well. Our friends from Campbell Automotive, again, always there for me. One of my original sponsors. Thank you to the entire Campbell family. Really appreciate it. Happy birthday, Tommy Campbell. Congratulations to Bill and Lisa. They just recently celebrated the wedding of their daughter. So great family, great business, great supporters. Thank you. They also built some pretty sick bikes, so they'll be popping up. Hey, what's happening? My cousin Steve Sebergandio is joining us. Dane Walton, what's up, brother? You guys want to make any comments or suggestions or have any questions, we'll post them online there. My boy Anthony Calandro, what's up, guys? How you doing, Anthony? My cousin Sharon's up there. It looks like all my relatives are up there. Christ. Okay, Coker Tire. They stepped up, gave us some gift certificates that we'll be giving away. Saved like hundreds of dollars. We'll give one of those to the participant who travels the furthest distance to come to JMBR. We've had folks come as far as New York, Florida, Washington, Oregon, Las Vegas, Arizona, Texas, Michigan. So come on out. There's plenty of room. There's plenty of grass. And we mean that literally and figuratively. Okay, Green Filter USA. I'm still sifting through the boxes of green filters that we got to give away. Thank you, Mark Gurman, for the support. Always there for me no matter what I do. Our buddy George Yamanaka, he just stepped up today and registered his little Honda Z50. He'll be one of my judges for that Japanese vintage class. George is an expert, so thank you for that. Jake Moe from Mo Fabco, as well as our friends at F&B Racing, they both stepped up. They'll be on site with a booth and giving away custom pipes. I posted some of those on our social media. If you haven't had a chance, check out some of their more recent posts. I'll give you an update on what we're giving away. Man, Tim sent me so many camshafts. I can open up my own small engine cams company. Thank you, Tim, for that. He tossed in a bunch of cool hats and T-shirts. So we've got plenty to give away. And thank you so much for that support. My friend Bing from Honda Grom Lifestyle, there's actually a ride that comes to Joe's Minibike Reunion. It takes off from the spot, and everybody who knows where the spot is. If you don't, then you don't. Thank you for putting that together. Bing will be out early, as well as Ernesto and Digger and Dre. coming out. We've got Ozzy rolling out. We've got Long Beach Sprocket. These are my boys. These are my guys that help me out. Day will be on site shooting video for the friends at Go Power Sports. Go Power Sports is also doing a raffle. You can win one of those little rascals. And I'll talk a little bit more about the cool items they made available for the goodie bags. I hope I got all the sponsors. If I didn't, let me take a look here, because this is what this show's all about. Hey, while I'm at it, I want to give a big shout out to all my friends and my co-workers at Bonnier Motorsports. We just came off of an awesome couple of weeks of events. Kicked ass at the Sand Sport Super Show at Orange County in mid-September. Must have had about 35,000 people out there. Every side-by-side, UTV manufacturer, aftermarket part manufacturer, sales, all those guys were there. Great weekend. Off-Road Expo. Thank you, our friends at eBay Motors and General Tire. We were rocking out in Pomona this weekend. Probably had about 20,000 people there. Shreddy Life was out there on the Fox Factory Firestone Proving Grounds. We had the Rubicon Express that was brought to you by our friends at Four Wheel Parts Wholesalers. Great time out there. Big shout out to Burt's Mega Mall. Thank you, Ron. Thank you, Neil. They brought me like 4 helmets to be given away, in addition to the 8 that we've got from Honda of Glendale. I saw a guy, was it our rowdy mini bike buddy who fell without a helmet and his face got all scraped up? You know, look, brother, send me a PM. I'll send you a helmet. Looks like you had a big head. You have a little bit less of it now because of the terrible accident. Looks like a lot of scrapes and road rash, so I hope you're okay. But, dude, you got to wear a helmet. You got to wear a helmet. If you're riding to the mini bike show on a mini moto, wear a helmet. As soon as you start up anything, put a helmet on. Okay, that's not what this is about, but just as a heads up there. All right, so we thanked our sponsors. We're looking forward to a big weekend. Ted at Pioneer, I got to tell you this. It's been a long road, 10 years, and you were with me side by side. I couldn't have done this event without you, without the support from Pioneer. As we go into the future, we don't know what that brings, but thank you so much for everything that you have done for us, and love you. We have some different times for Joe's Minibike Reunion this year. You know, we're there so early, and we kind of ended early. We ended around 3 o'clock. I'm going to try to stretch it a little bit. So the hours are 9 to 5. If you're an exhibitor, oh, look how cool. We got some of these cams. He's going to run a variety of photos that will just randomly pop up here. Look at how cool these are. They actually engraved the JMBR 2022 in the center of the camshaft. He's got some black Mambas that he's giving away as well. Thank you so much, Tim, for that. These are going to be great giveaways. Why do you come to Joe's Minibike Reunion? Because we're giving away about $15,000 to almost $20,000 worth of prizes. You may ask, what are some of those prizes? Pioneer car audio, head units, and speakers. We talked about the rolling big tire frame from GTS. We've got the new American Racing rolling frame from Go-Kart USA. Studs has a new Predator engine in a box with all the hop-up parts. Stage 1, 2, and 3 ready to go. Go Power Sports. Christ, I'm still opening up boxes from them. They gave me a brand new Tillotson engine. They've got those jugger inverters, which are the torque converters that they make in-house. A Mikuni carb with all the hop-up parts ready to go. We talked about Yoshimura. Not only do they support us financially, but they have $1,000 worth of gift certificates. Here's that awesome American Racer rolling frame. Wait till you see the one that Jake Moe is bringing out that he built for me. Jake's had that bike for a couple years. This bike emulates kind of the old Bonanza style, right? But wait till you see what happens when you turn these out. What a great base to start from. It's a little bit of a larger bike. Again, it takes on that Bonanza profile. Check them out, American Racer. It's a division of Go-Kart USA. They also label it American Flyer. For the life of me, in fact, for me and Jake both don't know if it's American Racer or Flyer, but we'll figure it out because we'll ask them when they're on site. Looking forward to seeing Mario and everybody else who's rolling down. Our friends at Mother's Polish, you saw the post. I filled up like my wife's whole Mercedes SUV with car care products. So thank you, Mothers, for that. Small engine cams, you already mentioned. Fake F&B Racing, thank you, Frank, for the continued support. They'll have a booth as well as giving away a couple pipes. Jake Moe from Mo Fabco, who we talked about earlier, is also going to be bringing in a couple of his custom pipes. So we'll be giving those away. Paul Giotto. Paul's just a friend of the mini bike community, and he's just been great to me. He's like an uncle. Everywhere I go, he pops up. He brings me food. He brings me, support. He's given us a brand new Predator engine that some lucky guy will take home. Here's little Jake Moe Jr. back in the day. He was on the podcast. He's taller than me now. I love it. Honda of Glendale, we talked about them. I picked up a slew of helmets, as well as some pens and decals and stickers. I was out there last week. And how nice it is to have a rapport with a local Honda dealer. They're there for you. When inventory starts making its way in, if you're looking to buy a Honda Grom, a Monkey, if you're looking to buy a Cub, who knows, maybe you want to check out one of those new electric small dirt bikes. Honda of Glendale is your one-stop shop. Ask for your Joe's Minibike Reunion discount, and she'll probably charge you more. Our friends over at Burt's Mega Mall. Thank you, Ron. Thank you, Neil. We got helmets from them as well. Steady Garage. Steady Garage. I've got some new Honda Grom billet foot pegs that we'll be giving away, as well as some really cool Steady Garage bandanas that'll be in everybody's goodie bag. Fast Lane Racing. I talked to Clee and Lonell and Big Daddy. Unk's going to be hopefully out there showing folks what to do on that dyno. They're going to be giving away some hop-up parts and some seats as well, from what I understand. So there you go. That, plus we'll be throwing in some items, Joe's Minibike Reunion apparel, some T-shirts. In fact, take a look at this. We worked with our friends over at V-Fly. They did all our apparel this year. This is the 10th anniversary. We've stuck the logos of some prominent sponsors. American Racer and GTS both gave us rolling bikes to give away, so we put them on there. Our friends, obviously, at Pioneer, and as well as our friends from Yoshimura, stuck them on there. We've got this long sleeve in not only white, but black. Same thing on the T-shirts that are short sleeve. We've got those in black and white. And we've got hoodies in blue as well as black. These are the caps. This one is one of the caps for the staff, but we've got the flat bill as well as the curved auto cap. So you'll have your choice of different styles of apparel. We didn't buy a lot. I typically do, and then I bring a lot of it back home, and I either give it away or give it as Christmas gifts. This year, we're just trying to be a little bit smarter, so I didn't buy as much. If you like these and you'd like to guarantee yourself one, it's probably somebody calling to order one now, eh? Charge them extra for the XLs. If you really want one, pre-order them. Go to joesminibikereunion.com, go to shop, boom, PayPal. When you show up, you'll have one. Look at the decals. Thanks, Joel, for the cool Joe's Minibike Reunion's Not a Crime with the stoned pumpkin up there. Small engine cams. Nick from Prestige Parts Plus, he's there. My boy Ozzy, 9286. Also, our friends over at State to State. There may be a few others there that I'm missing, but we've got, everybody. Decals are the business card of the mini bike and the mini moto community. So we've got decals that we're going to be giving out. These are some cool magnets that we'll be selling on site. We also have some really cool pins for your hat. Here's one right now. It's in a diamond shape with, we made 300 of these. One of them has a real diamond in it. I don't know who's going to get it. It was randomly thrown in there. You'll have to have it tested, but we went that little extra mile. We'll have some of these available for sale as well, but one will be included in every goodie bag at Joe's Minibike Reunion. I love the hats. Hopefully you do as well. So we'll have decals. Pioneer's got decals. GTS has decals. Go Kart USA, Go Power Sports, Honda of Glendale, State to State, Steady Garage. Everybody that's been a part of the event has decals because everybody's into decals with what we do here, right? The goodie bag itself, it's not just full with decals. It's full with like real swag. We talked about Mother's Polish giving us the cleaning products and the window cleaners, but we also have wristbands and earplugs from Pioneer Car Electronics. We've got lanyards from Yoshimura. We talked about the bandanas from Steady Garage. Here's green filter, literally a box of about 25 of these green filters. We'll give those out randomly through the luck of the draw. Everybody who pays a general or a general with a dyno admission, you're going to receive a luck of the draw coupon, which entitles you to have an opportunity to win all these prizes. If you're just a down and dirty, you'll get a goodie bag, but you're not going to be eligible for the prizes, nor will you receive one of these coupons to win the luck of the draw prizes. So what's the difference when you register? If you just want to get inside of the park and be with everybody and hang out and get a goodie bag, it's the down and dirty. It's $10 if you pre-register. Pre-registration is open until tomorrow, Wednesday at midnight. Once it's done, once the clock strikes 12 midnight West Coast time, pre-registration is done. You're going to pay a little bit more on site as a result. If you're a cheap bastard or you're just smart, go to the website now, joesminibikereunion.com, register. You'll save some money. If you show up on site, you'll given the choice of the down and dirty to come inside, but it'll be $15. If you buy a general admission, you'll be able to not only come inside the park with your bike, but you'll be eligible for all the judging and all the prizes. And if you want to go on the dyno, you just add the dyno to it. The dyno is going to be probably $30, $35 by the time you show up on site. So if you know you want to bring your bike out to go on the dyno, do it in advance. Hey, Nathaniel Torres, can't wait. Coming from Detroit? Damn. Looks like you're a lock for the long distance award right now. Hi, Linda. Hi, Nikole. Yeah, Nicole's going to be out there with Dave and Aaron helping Linda out sell some of the swag on site. They like doing that. Make sure you stop and say hi to Boom Boom. We have some cool posters that Steady Garage made available to us, and we autographed those. Linda also signed a few. If you receive one with the gold Boom Boom autograph, show up on site and go to the store and see her, and we'll hook you up with something cool. There's like 4 signed posters from Boom Boom, and those are the special ones. So she rolled them all up and put the rubber bands on, and we filled up a bag as big as we could. So while supplies last, we'll have those that are available too. What's up, Irving? Look forward to seeing you, your son, and your wife. Hopefully they'll come out too. Oh, don't forget these. Stoner Creek Bakery. Fernando dropped off a carton of these special cookies. Dude, I'm telling you. And they're not CBD laced. If you ask him, he will. And the name implies, Stoner Creek Bakery, that it's loaded with, the devil's cut. But they aren't. He'll be there on site. Check him out. Buy some. Think about him for your next party. We loved them. They make cheesecake. They have all kinds of stuff. Fernando's a really solid guy. Him and his sons Maceo will also be on site taking photos at the Step and Repeat. He'll have coffee available on site for sale. So check those guys out. I lost my train of thought when I saw those. And let's just stay on it. This is Bruce's Twisted Barbecue, another one of Emmanuel's partners. Very unique catering. They're going to have barbecue out there like you haven't seen it. My friends from El Don will be there with their Mexican-styled food truck. You're going to love that. Tacos El Don. These guys are tough to get, and if you've had the opportunity to hit their taco truck, I know they're really big in the valley. They're based out of Silmar, but it's the shit. So a lot of guys wanted Mexican-style food on site. You got it. Who doesn't love barbecue, right? Then you got the coffee and the donuts in the morning. We'll be selling some water and Red Bull and some snacks and some sodas. And a portion of those proceeds will go to myscleroderma.org. Check those guys out for more information. We like to continue to support that. So on the food end, and also folks asked me about barbecuing, if they could bring a barbecue. Guys, there's going to be 250 bikes with fucking gas in their gas tanks. No, there's no barbecues. You can't bring no barbecue. If you want to walk a little bit away from the park, there are some designated barbecues at the park that you can use, but you're going to be over there barbecuing. 1,000 people are going to be at the mini bike show. Bring a couple extra dollars. Go to the food truck. Leave your barbecue at home. How about this? My hero, Bing Flores. The man behind Honda Grom Lifestyle. One of my best friends and biggest supporters over these last 10 years. Bing will also be inducted into the Hall of Fame this year. In fact, the 5 Hall of Fame inductees Our newest inductee will be Tim Iskandarian from Small Engine Cams. He's the 2022. But we have to go back to the 2 years that we missed. So both Jake Moe of Mo Fabco and Rafa Ramirez of GTS Hobbies will be inducted, as well as Bing Flores from Honda Grom Lifestyle and Daryl Smith. So those 5 guys will all be recognized on site. Have a special cap for those guys that recognize their accomplishment. All the other Hall of Famers are invited to be a part of it. I even hear that Evil Ed will be coming out, according to Minibike Paul, so we look forward to seeing him. Minibike Paul will be out there. Mac's going to be out there. I don't know if Taco Bill will be able to make it. I'm hoping that Temecula Bob can make it. In fact, Paul Giotto said he may be picking up Temecula Bob. So some of the others that are in the Hall of Fame, if you're rolling out, you're rolling out. I don't know if we'll see him or not. Taco, Joe, MDB. Some of these guys have faded in and out of the scene, which is cool. Maybe they're taking a little bit of a pause. And some of them are dicks, actually. But you know what? This is a mini bike show. I don't care. Like, I don't care if you like us or you don't like us, or if you're a cool guy or you're not so cool guy. We wiped the slate clean for Joe's Minibike Reunion. If you want to continue to be a dick, you can afterwards. You just have to be cool on site, right? Because to me, it doesn't matter if I get along with you or you get along with me. I just want you to be at the show because you're going to have other friends, and it makes the experience better. Don't be a dick because you will get slapped. That's the other thing, too. Corona Irving, what's up? Good man, working on the bike right now. Very good. Thank you for that, Corona. Where else were we? All right, we did pre-registration. We talked about the goodie bags. We're going to have great weather. About 3 weeks ago, someone said we should check the weather because they think there's rain. It's like, dude, if you're looking at the weather 3 weeks in advance, you need a fucking hobby. It's California. It's not going to rain. I bought the premium. So that's how that's going to go. We have over 20 exhibitors. Do you remember we started off with more signs than mini bikes, and the only exhibitor that we had was like me and Pioneer? Well, check out. And we also may even have a new exhibitor. Me and E were out making the rounds. We were busy last week. We went to Happier Camper. We saw Kevin and the gang down there, Ben and the big shot Will, and we got a tour of the place. We actually got a chance to sit inside those campers. We got to watch them being made, meet with the personnel. They're out of Glendale. I'm telling you, these are awesome campers. They're available in different sizes. We may have one on site. In fact, we may even actually have one on site that we'll work out of if they make one available. So I'm still working with Kevin, but we were at Happier Campers. But here's what you can expect to see when you show up. Go-Kart USA is going to be on site. Motor Media, my company, representing Pioneer, will be on site. Go Power Sports will be on site. Yashimura will be on site. Steady Garage will be on site. Honda Grom Lifestyle will be on site. F&B Racing, Muscle Mini Bikes, my man Joe Petralia, and all our guys from Arizona will be rolling out. We'll have Lou there from L&L Motorsports, manning the dyno. Talk to Eric from Studs. Eric's getting ready to ship his bike out, all these goodies. Oh, here's a cool photo. These are the pipes that Jake was giving away. Dingo Moto will be there. Sam and all the team from Dingo are going to have a booth there. I'm telling you guys, this time next year, Sam will be in a Rolls Royce. These bikes are going to take off. I'm telling you, man. So if you're into them and you're into electric bikes, check them out. Steve, at Steve_all-wheel drive scooter imports, he'll be on site. He's also going to help me judge. Steve's got his big event right around Las Vegas. It happens right after SEMA Ignited. It's November 5th and 6th. Send some information or send any questions to at Steve_all-wheel drive. And also check out the most recent JMBR podcast with Steve. They got like 300 views already. He's big in the Philippines. We talked about our friends over at Fastlane. Still need to do a little bit of final connection. Here's a cool shot there of the Fastlane showroom. Looking forward to seeing all those guys there. Minibike Mafia, my man Ozzy will be on site. Fastlane Racing we talked about. Nick from Prestige. Joel from State to State. Ronnie from 605 Minibikes will be there. Sore Thumbs Mini Bikes, Alec. In fact, I saw Alec's bike. Oh, I got to stop here. This is going to be in the goodie bag. This is a bendable metal Go Power Sports. This is their little rascal mini bike, and it's a bendable model. You know, you can fold it, bend it, straighten it, tweak it, and turn a flat piece of metal into this cool little desk ornament. Everybody's going to get one in their bag. Very, very, very cool. Thank you, Go Power Sports. Thank you, Taylor. Thank you, Tim, for that. You know, as I think about it, if I could still make it happen, maybe we can have a contest with these things where I get a little different kinds of spray paints and masking tape and a little fake box for a spray booth. And maybe we'll have a contest to see who can customize these things on site, and we'll give away something cool. Maybe we'll give away one of those torque converters from Go Power Sports to the winner. So we'll check those out. Also, what a great gift for like stocking stuffers for Christmas. So check those out at gopowersports.com. Thank you for those. We talked about all the exhibitors that are going to be there. We talked about the concession stands. On the swap meets side, dude, you know you're at Joe's Minibike Reunion if you have Max Swap Meet on the corner. So he'll be there. We've got a few other guys that have, I think Greg Richardson is also going to be there on the swap meet. Typically what happens, on site, all the swappers show up. So if you are coming to sign up on site to have a swap meet space, dude, you better get there early. We will not move in any swap meet guys once we start the actual participant roll in. It's just too much because you have to unload stuff from your truck. There's people that are walking around. We don't want any vehicles in motion. So if you're coming to have a swap meet set up, or if you're coming as an exhibitor, get there early, please. There's plenty of space still at the swap meet, and if you have a bike that you want to sell, not just parts, we have the bike corral where you can have your bike in a specific area and hopefully sell it on site. Get there early if you're looking to buy a part or if you're looking to buy a mini bike, because all the good deals go early. Check those guys out. We talked about our concession guys. I want to also stop because I already found myself getting into the mode, the Joe's Minibike Reunion mode. It started this morning when I opened up the garage and I opened up the shed and I started to pull out the banners and move over the stuff for the goodie bag stuffing, which will take place on Wednesday. If you have stuff that you wanted to get in the goodie bag, and if it's not there by Wednesday at about 5, it's probably not going to make it. So we're going to be stuffing those bags. We'll stuff a few hundred of them, and if we need more, we'll stuff them on site. So that's going to be happening. But I want to give a thank you to Linda, Boom Boom, because it's tough. It's tough running all around and forgetting this and having to go there and packing this and having to go to the park and people coming in and people dropping off stuff and, oh, we forgot to eat and what about the water? There's so much that goes through my mind that she has to deal with too. So thank you. I love you. Same for all the folks that are showing up to help out. Mikey, AJ, Ira, Jerry, Corey, Fred, Digger, Ernesto, Dre, Ozzy, Long Beach Sprocket, all my judges, Jake Moe, Greg, Steve, Justin, Joe Petralia, Eric from Studs. And I may have missed a few, but all these guys will be judges. In addition to coming and having a good time at the event, they're also taking their time to help out. And here's how it'll work. When you show up, you're going to get a Joe's Minibike Reunion judging card. And it'll have your name. Dane Walton was the first guy who signed up. And Dane, I've got a hat for you. And as example, it'll be a place for the make and model. I just used Taco 22 as an example. What class? I put Vintage American. Then your participant number. And then once the judge comes by and he looks at your bike, he's going to sign it. Once it's signed, you'll then know that your bike has been judged. Guys, I've got to tell you, if you're a participant and having a good time is only based on you winning a prize, dude, don't come. If in addition to coming and having a good time, you win something, great. Don't make it based around you winning a trophy. Please, that's not why I do this. It's secondary. It's tertiary, actually. I really don't mind. I know it's important to you, so that's why it's important to me. If it was up to me, there'd be no judging in classes. Everybody would just come and have a good time. But that's not the way things work with events like this. So when my judges are coming by, you may or may not be at your bike. We don't want you talking to the judges. We don't want you giving the judges an ear beating about everything that you have done to your bike. Leave them alone. It's going to take them a second to look at the bike. They're going to know immediately whether or not it's a top contender or not. So, afterwards, you have more than enough time to talk to the judges and mingle and show off your bike. But while they're judging, leave them alone. I've asked my judges to tell any participant that's trying to talk to them or pitch them during the judging to just sign the card and walk away. And if that's what you would like, then badger the judges. If you like to let them alone and let them do their job, they know what they're looking for. They're looking for the way that your bike is built, from the front wheel to the back wheel. They'll take a look at your paint. They'll take a look at your engine. They'll take a look at the parts that you have on. They'll take a look at the theme. If it's a drag bike, does it have all those drag components? If it's a vintage stock class, they'll make sure that you've got everything on there that was on it when it came out direct from the factory, right? These guys know what they're doing. Please give them that courtesy to do their job for them and for me and for yourself. A big thank you to Emmanuel. Emmanuel won't be here because he's independent now. He's doing his own stuff. He's up there in Napa, hobnobbing, doing his deal. And look, there's only so many days and so many weekends in the schedule. He works all of them. I don't know if he's had a day or a minute or a week off. I'm going to miss him because he's not only there to support us, but he's there capturing video and keeping me in check and helping with everything. But dude, we'll make it without him. We wish you have a good time up there, Emmanuel, with the wedding up in Napa, and we'll definitely be. He'll be a part of things as we do the post-event wrap-up and do some of the final editing with the photos and the videos that we post. But Emmanuel, thanks for all the help with the podcast and everything you've done, not only this year, but as long as we've been doing this shit together, 7 or 8 years. So thank you for that. We'll miss you. Clarence Barnes. Clarence is... he is coming to my neck of the woods. Yes, he is, Justin. He's coming up where all the rich people live. Take care of him on the way up there, won't you? Maybe you have a little gold Rolex waiting for him as he drives by. He can just snatch it from you. Clarence Barnes. Clarence was our DJ at Sandsport Super Show, and he is coming back to L.A. just for Joe's Minibike Reunion to be our host and our DJ. You can check out Clarence Barnes on iHeartRadio.com. I think he shows on Thursday night with... remember Rita? Was it Rita? Who the hell? Who was a chick from MTV back in the day? She also has a show that runs alongside Clarence on iHeartRadio. Looking forward to seeing him. I talked to him on the phone. He was in Boston today, letting me know that he's on his way out. So that's exciting. Everybody's in that pre-Joe's Minibike Reunion mode. So it's exciting time for all of us. Again, if you have not pre-registered, pre-registration will be open until midnight tomorrow night, Wednesday. So pre-register and save at joesminibikereunion.com. We talked about the apparel. Again, if you'd like to be guaranteed a cap or a t-shirt of your size, the long sleeve t-shirts are a little bit more expensive. I think like $5 more than the short sleeves. The larger sizes, the XXXLs, are like $5 more than, say, like a small. I didn't make a lot of smalls, and I didn't make a lot of XXXXXLs because they just sit around. But to let you know, if we don't have your size on site, you can purchase one, and we'll have them made. Turnaround's like 2 weeks, especially with my guy at V-Fly. So to not be disappointed by not taking a T-shirt or a cap or a hoodie home, again, pre-order. Not only will you be guaranteed delivery on site, but you'll be able to walk home with it. Okay. So I really like what we did with the apparel. Again, we've got these new pins, the Diamond Anniversary pin. You may want to add those to your purchase. They're like $5. I also had some old swag that was laying around. We used to do these size cards when I was out promoting the event, and they were just too big. So we did these this year, these little smaller cards. I had a bunch of these. This was from September. This is our 4th annual. Wow. And We also had Miss Minibike, Cherie, on the back. These are kind of cool. I still have some of them available. We'll probably have them available for sale and for giveaway on site. We'll be selling leftover diamond pins as well as the magnets on site. So we have a few items that if you want to take home some additional JMBR garb or maybe bring some prizes or gifts back for someone who couldn't join us at the show, that would be a nice idea. Let's see. I'm just about done, folks. What time we got, Eve? Okay, cool. So we're about 5-10 minutes out. I just want to go through some of my notes, see if I missed anything. And I did. Let's recognize some of the guys that already have prepaid and pre-registered. Dane Walton, big shout out to you, Dane. You were number one. I've got a hat for you for that. My boy Randy Arnold. Randy's going to be coming out with a couple bikes. This live shit is good. What's happening, Ian? Ian came in second place racing his little roundy round this year. Congratulations, Ian. Look forward to seeing you and Pops and Team Cordova. Hopefully you're rolling out. Looks like you're having a little fun right now there, too, from the little... Is it memes or mimes? My boy Jay Clont, he's rolling out. He's got an awesome little Motovox. My buddy Steve Capito, he's always got something cool. He's out there in the valley, so look forward to seeing Steve. Mark Ito's coming out. Vince Jimenez, Shannon Miner, my boy from San Diego. Christ, my buddy Pegleg, Mark Wing. He's got 3 or 4 or 5 bikes that he's bringing out there. Thank you, Mark. Look forward to seeing you. Mark asked about the mats. Here's the deal. Guys, at a minimum, you need a 4-inch by 4-inch square so that your kickstand could go on that 4x4 square instead of into the grass. If you have a mat the size of your bike, bring it. If you have a little square, a 1 foot by 1 foot square, bring it. Bring something so that your bike can rest its kickstand on it and not go into the grass, or to collect any fluids that may drop out of your bike. If your bike's leaking, fix it before you come, would you please? For those of you who, for whatever reasons, can't comprehend that or can't find a mat, we will be selling some on site. We've got those fold-out stands from Harbor Freight. We also have some of those Swiss Tracks floor mats from a couple years ago that were sponsored by Pioneer. I will have those for sale on site if you need them. A shout out to both Mike and Bryden Simmons. Those guys are rolling out. I think those guys had some Colemans. In fact, speaking of Coleman, I got a message from Coleman Power Sports via Instagram that although they're booked up for sponsorships for this year, I was late. They wanted to start already talking about 2023. Here's my feeling on that. What Coleman Power Sports has done over the last couple of years has got a ton of more people into the mini bike game. I'm a little bit old school. I like American made. That's just my style. But honestly, Coleman's been doing a really good job with those bikes. You can buy a mini bike in a box. Shit, you go to any store, Osh or Ace Hardware or Walmart. Those mini bikes are there for sale. Suffice it to say that if Coleman wasn't out there in those big national retail distributors and in those showrooms, there'd be a lot less folks getting into mini bikes. I see hundreds and thousands of these Coleman Power Sport mini bikes out there. And that BT model, I really like that big tire model, the orange one. I don't know. Maybe Coleman is a brand that could be more relevant and a little bit more popular going forward. And if those guys want to jump on board and promote their products with Joe's Minibike Reunion, like I said before, we'd be happy to have them. So shout out to those guys. But we have a lot of tacos, it looks like, that are there, little Indians, Motovoxes, choppers, CT70s, monkeys. There's a Dio. There's more Colemans. Boom, 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 boom. Got some Flexos, a lot of GTS bikes, a 74 MR50. So I'm liking what I'm seeing. Many of the guys are purchasing the general admission, the $25 program. Others are adding the dyno for an extra $5. On site, it'll be an extra $10. We got a handful of down and dirties. Again, those are the guys that just want to get inside instead of hanging out in the parking lot, playing the banjo and fiddling their thumbs. Come inside. That's where the event is. That's where the people are. Excuse me. If there are some folks that would like to be inside, that truly have a financial challenge, dude, just let me know. All right? We want you to be a part of it. Things aren't great for everybody. If time's tough and it ain't easy to get a 10 spot, we got you. What I don't want is all you mooches who come to the show and stay in the parking lot and try to put on your own show and sell your bike and sell your friggin' T-shirts and your used parts. You guys are douchebags. Stay home. We do a lot. I do a lot. Everybody does a lot to make this event. For your sorry ass to come to the show and sit in the parking lot and try to attract people or draw attention to your stupid mini bike that you want to sell or your used carburetor, dude, no, that don't work. Come inside. I've done everything I can to make it affordable and inviting for you. And if you don't get it, then you're not the type of person that I want to come to the event. Plain and simple. Stay home. I don't know, guys. You know how it is. We try to cover most of the stuff we can. We probably forget. We had a handful of guys that more recently came in to register. Robert Flexen, Jeff Salisbury, Ricardo Garcia, Kevin Dixon. Kevin's got a Coleman. John Raisver has a Suzuki Raider. You don't see a lot of those. My buddy George, we talked about earlier, in his Honda Z50. So a lot of good things happening. It's Joe's Minibike Reunion. It's the 10th anniversary. It's this Saturday, October the 8th from 9 to 5. Pre-registration, again, is open until tomorrow at midnight, Wednesday at midnight. Then pre-reg is shut, and you have to pay on site, and it costs a little bit more. I'm going to be out and about picking up the trophies. I'm going to be out and about picking up a few more items. We've been plastering the town with banners, so if you get off any of the freeways, as you enter, if you're coming east, you'll be getting off at Pennsylvania. If you're coming west, you can probably get off at La Crescenta Avenue. The park is CV Park. It's 3901 Dunsmore Avenue. For those of you who aren't good with numbers but are good visually, it's behind the dog park. There's a brick office at the Dunsmore Park. We're behind the brick office. For those of you who still get lost, I don't know, try Google Maps or directions. Those of you who get into town or get into the city a little bit early, Jeremy's is a really cool breakfast spot. It's on Honolulu on your way to the park. Downtown Montrose, I believe Oktoberfest may or may not be happening around that time. So just give you a little bit of FYI. Those of you who may be spending the night with us, either the night before or the night of, I saw a Hampton Inn on Glen Oaks Boulevard in Burbank, California that looked brand new. It's about 10 minutes from the park. It's on the other side of the hill. If you don't mind down and dirty, what's the hotel? The La Crescenta Motel on Foothill Boulevard, about 5 minutes from the event. Keep your socks on, lock the door. I don't know. Actually, it's pretty cool. It looks like one of those hotels on one of those fucking horror movies where people get killed. Who knows? Is it? Yeah, it scared the shit out of me when I went over there, but people survived. Plus, it'll give you something to talk about. There's places in Pasadena that are really nice. The Westin particularly, it's a little bit more expensive, but then you're right there in old Pasadena, which is worth paying a little bit of extra. I don't know. Me and Linda and Jerry stayed there one night, had a good time in Pasadena. Friday, I'll be on site just about most of the day. We don't want a lot of people showing up because we're just busy. We're working. This is not to come over and say hi or to roll out your bike. We will be there. I guess if you got to come by or you want to come by to say hi, do it, but don't. And if you're coming, we're going to put you to work. There's no overnight parking there. There's no overnight camping there. We don't want you to get there the night before and think you're going to sleep in the parking lot. The cops in La Crescenta do not play that shit. They will cite you. They will tow you. Also, pay attention to the parking signs. I hate to say it, but they ticketed some folks because you guys just parked randomly and recklessly, and you paid for it. And I don't want to hear your whiny ass afterwards asking me to pay for your parking ticket because I'm not doing that. You're old enough to get there. You're old enough to pay for your own parking and know where to park. We've got Harry Leon coming. Harry is Mr. La Crescenta. And Harry's going to say a few words at the beginning of the show to tell us how important the event is and all that good stuff. But Harry's my guy. He is really one of those types of guys that makes a city tick. So, Harry, thank you in advance for coming out, as well as all of our local partners who helped out, Campbell Automotive, Scott's Performance. Buy the apparel early, pre-register. Thanks to all of our sponsors. It's going to be a beautiful day. We've got items that will be available for you to eat on site. We've got some cool trophies that I'm going to be picking up from Heather in Burbank. We must have 20 classes. If you're not sure about the classes that we have, go to the website. You can see all the categories there. We choose the category. You don't show up with a drag bike and enter it into the vintage class because you can think you can win there. Nor do you show up with a vintage class and then, or a vintage bike, and then want to put it in, I don't know, the drag class. We choose the classes, not you. The judges, again, give them time to do their job. Don't badger them. Don't give them an ear beating. If you do, I've asked them to sign the card and walk away. Just don't have time for it. Afterwards, yes. We built these 3 Olympic-style podiums for first, second, and third place. Thank you to my man, AJ Russo, for that. Where will you be standing on October the 8th? Hopefully it's first, second, or third. If not, as long as you had a good time, that's all that matters. If you haven't heard the Bruce Buffer promo that we played earlier in the podcast, check that out. That's how we decided to spend some of our advertising budget in a way that's non-traditional. Those of you who heard it, I got a lot of good feedback. Everybody liked it. Everybody was wondering if it was really Bruce Buffer. Yes, it was. We do this with love. We do this with passion. We do this to have fun. And hopefully we're hitting all those spots for you. Thanks, everybody. I'm looking forward to seeing you a few days, handful of days at Joe's Minibike Reunion. It's our 10th diamond anniversary. It's brought to you by our friends from Pioneer Car Electronics, where we remind you, don't break up with your car, upgrade it. If you have any other questions or concerns, you can give us a call at area code 818-248-4900. You can also hit us up on Instagram at JMBR Official, Facebook at Joe's Minibike Reunion Facebook page, and then our YouTube channel is JMBR Podcast. A lot of good videos up there still if you haven't checked them out. Got a big year planned for next year. Love our new studio here in Los Angeles, and want to give, again, another big shout out to our friends over at D1 Productions for all the good work here. Folks, this will wind down the podcast prior to the show. We'll do a wrap-up podcast after Joe's Minibike Reunion that'll showcase all the highlights and activities that took place. SEMA Ignited is coming up. It's November the 4th. So far, Steady Garage has signed up. So far, Studs Racing is signed up. So far, Scooter Imports has signed up. Go Power Sports, Best Value, Las Vegas Minibikes. I have a handful of spots left. If you're truly in business as a mini bike store and you sell bikes or you sell power sports related equipment, you can purchase a booth at SEMA Ignited for $500. The show starts at 3 o'clock on November 4th and it ends at 10. There's over 20,000 people at SEMA Ignited. It's been going on for 8 years. These are rabid automotive enthusiasts who can't get enough of anything that has an engine in it. Bring your products out. These are consumers. They're in Las Vegas. They could have made or lost thousands of dollars over their time in town. Take advantage of them. Display your mini bike. Sell a mini bike. Sell your parts. Sell your services. You host events, let them know. You sell parts, let them know. You sell mini bikes, let them know. SEMA Ignited is going to graduate. It's the official after party of the SEMA show. There's still limited opportunity. Check me out. I'll get you guys dialed in. For those of you that are still on the fence, or for those of you who don't want to spend $500 to reach 20,000 people, you probably need to see an accountant. For those of you who stepped up and supported me and came in at the ground floor, believe me, you're going to be happy you did years from now when SEMA Ignited turns out to be a whole consumer weekend and people couldn't buy a booth there if they wanted to. So thank you guys for sticking in there, not only in support of Joe's Minibike Reunion, but the upcoming SEMA Ignited. This is about it. This is when we say goodbye or see you soon. I prefer that one. November 4th for SEMA Ignited, October the 8th for Joe's Minibike Reunion. That's all we got, folks. Have a good rest of your evening. Check out the website, joesminibikereunion.com. The final deadline to pre-register is Wednesday at midnight. Hope you have a good rest of your night. Thanks for sharing a little bit of your evening with us. I'm Joe Sebergandio from Joe's Minibike Reunion, and you're not. See you the next time, folks. In fact, I'll see you at Joe's Minibike Reunion this Saturday, October the 8th. Looking forward to it. Bring your best, and don't forget, have fun first. Otherwise, stay home.
Joe's Minibike Show.